game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
To the paint. Here's Gay. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Mirotich's shot is off. Here's Sacramento. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Gay, that's good.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The 19-foot shot. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotich.
Let's see how the Kings have performed over the last few weeks. Second in steals, third in field goal percentage, and they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And going back to their steals ranking, you have to appreciate the quick hands. I mean, the ball's never safe when they're on the prowl, and I think that mentality is what bothers opponents. And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Gay. Again, Sacramento.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And it's Butler missing.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
And Chicago has possession to stop the drought. Here's Gasol. Shot is off. Nice D from Cousins.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second personal foul.
For Chicago, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. "12 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's AC. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Joakim Noah.
That's his second personal foul.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard,
All right,
guys.
now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Sacramento just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Curry is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Kufis. Then there's Caspi. And it's AC in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Sacramento's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
More from deep three-point range.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
That one goes. Count it.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
To the left side wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Curry kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Curry. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Brooks checked in for Noah. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. No good from Caspi.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
More. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
McLemore's checked in for Sacramento.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
No good from Moore. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Curry outside. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's Moore penetrating. Rebound by Caspi.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It's Curry outside. That's good.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
.149 left in the game. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Kings.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. And that one misses.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Sacramento making a switch here. Acey's checked in. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Kings.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first two.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first two against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock and were impressive in doing so.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Rudy Gay. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
McLemore dishes to Cauley Stein.
Chicago foul call. Justin Holiday. That's his first personal foul.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. Curry's checked in for Sacramento. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Chicago now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Fires, high post. Gibson with another miss.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all with a block.
That free throw good for McLemore. And McLemore drops them both. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Portis. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Kings. It's deflected. McDermott with the steal. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark, Greg, and Dorse, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.